17 a.m. right here. Time to get to the headlines. Still with you saying this Friday morning and get your reactions to them. We're streaming live on YouTube and Facebook at Nigeria Info Abuja. You can go on there right now to watch the show live and be a part of the conversation. Please note that these headlines are only read as published according to the editorial guidelines of these various media platforms and have got nothing to do with Nigeria Info. So ensure that in your reactions, you have all the facts, the details, and every information that you need. You read the body of the headline to get details. All right. We have the Punch, the Nation, the Vanguard, This Day, and the Guardian.
Hot and fresh off the press, these are the front pages.
Let's get things started with the Punch this morning. It's got this major headline. Shocking surge. Electricity subsidy jumps 220% to 2 trillion naira. And the radar right here say economic strain blamed for unsustainable power subsidy levels. 36 governors reject amendment to Electricity Act. ADC kickstarts 2027 manifesto drive. Opposition coalition pledges fair ground for Atiku, Obi, Amechi, others. Dele Momodu quits PDP. Kachiko warns Obi against accepting VP slots. Nimasa shuts 2 fuel loading terminals over security breach. Federal government by Courtney resumed talks on Lagos Airport mega projects. Dangote halts fuel discount scheme amid fraud allegations. Ondo horror. Landlord, accomplices nabbed over varsity student's murder. Awujale stool. Ruling house kicks off selection, insists on tradition. All this and more on the front page of The Punch. Let's go on now to The Nation. Tinubu leads reign of tributes for Buhari at special FEC session. Hypocrisy of our expectations and the leadership question. Government will uphold Buhari's family dignity, says Shetima. Keyamo, a thoroughbred patriot, officer, statesman. May Gaskia, your duty is done. Lessons we can learn from former President Buhari's life. Southwest's quest for a new constitution. Stop threatening the coalition, Group 1's Peter Obi. Patriots demand a new constitution, support independent candidature. All this and more on The Nation this morning. Let's move on now to the Vanguard. Buhari's patriotism lived in deeds, not words. Tinubu. Why G5 betrayed Atiku, PDP in 2023. That's according to the former governor of Benue State, Otom. 2027. Atiku shouldn't be considered for president. Kachiku. Court remands influencer Scott Iguma over alleged defamation. Supreme Court strikes out AMCON's appeal in 24.6 billion naira debt case against firm. Tinubu to visit Kanu today on condolence mission. Businessman urges IGP's intervention in alleged illegal property stealing. Medical travel, your passport not in our file, court tells ex-governor Bello. Interpol probes importation of 3.3 billion naira damaged solar panels. Obi, Amechi lacked political strength to clinch ADC presidential ticket, ex-lawmaker. Let's go on now to this day. 2027. What APC stands to gain if Kwankwaso stages comeback? Tinubu presides over expanded FEC session for Buhari. Tinubu renames University of Maiduguri after late ex-president Muhammadu Buhari. INEC extends voter registration in Anambra. Buhari pursued justice with sincerity, says Shetima at ex-president Fidel. Troops nab transport union members supplying arms to terrorists, DHQ discloses. Nail fund to open job portal for early employment access. All these and more on this day. And our final stop this morning is The Guardian. The man Buhari, life, legacy, controversies, and 12 million votes left behind. Tinubu renames Unimaid after Buhari leads FEC tribute. Rising youth population may mar national progress, NPC warns. 100 most notable Africans leadership and business summit hold in Kigali. Yoruba Forum, Ohaneze weigh Atiku Obi's chances against Tinubu in 2027. Nigeria loses $1.2 billion to medical tourism yearly, says WHO boss. Kano governor directs new chief of staff aides to declare assets. Amnesty falls Tinubu's empty directives against attacks, killings. ADC demands audit of refineries, alleges wastage of $20.8 billion. All these and more on the front page of The Guardian this morning. Time to get to your reactions. We are streaming live on YouTube and Facebook at Nigeria Info Abuja.
On your number one talk station.
You get a daily dose of news trends.
Crisis averted in aviation sector after aggrieved unions suspend strike.
Intense conversation.
She's among the ICPC board members. What has she experienced in life? 20 years with a girl. She is there because she has level.
Sports and news to keep you updated all day and every day.
Join the conversation on your number one talk station.
95.1 Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
Let's
More
go.
conversation, more talk, more. Right after this.
Audio
Connection established.
This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info. Nigeria Info.
This is Morning Crossfire.
Thank you so much for staying tuned. 6:29 right here. Time to run through some of your reactions this morning. We'll start off with our X page at Nigeria Info Abuja. And at All Fatunla says, Nigeria's electricity sector remains a voodoo enterprise crippled by government's control and unsustainable subsidies. Despite a nearly 40% hike in tariffs for Band A consumers in April 2024, the federal government's electricity subsidy surged from 610 billion naira in 2023 to 1.94 trillion naira in 2024, a staggering 219.67% increase. This contradiction mirrors the old fuel crisis, now resolved through private investments. And the truth is simple: no serious investor would touch a sector burdened by 4 trillion naira in debt and low profitability. To fix electricity in Nigeria, you must remove 100% of subsidies and open the market for transparent, private-driven competition. And reform is what Ad Fatinla is putting forward on our X page. Let's go on to our live feed on Facebook and YouTube right here. Good morning, Anthony Emenogu. Thank you for the compliment. And Moaza John Lasisi says, imagine the amount of money our elites are paying yearly for medical trips abroad. That will revamp our hospital infrastructure, but have been wasted and they still die. God will touch them, is what he says. Good morning, Yada Cedric. While Voice of Umbase says, Otom working against PDP in 2023 for abandoning equity and fairness is laughable, but seems to be fruitful. Same way he will work against Wike and Tinubu come 2027. Let's go on straight to the WhatsApp platform. I get to the phone lines in a bit, all right? So hold your horses. Let's run through some WhatsApp messages. And show that your recordings for voice notes are 90 seconds or less. That would help a great deal in getting to a lot of these voice notes before we wrap things up at 6:55. All right. Social engineer Comrade Itodo says surge in the cost of electricity is expected because our leaders are madly in love for neoliberal Western economic policies. It shows once again that most of what we are taught in social science is imperialism, as Professor Claude Ake posited in his book, Social Science as Imperialism. That our leaders are still in love with neocolonial economic policies is what baffles me. Today, they tell us that government has no business in business, but all over the world, government have interest in business of well-being of their people. This informed why they regulate energy costs and other costs. They subsidize essential social services. But in Nigeria, we are left to suffer while our leaders install all manners of energy for themselves. This is not good and should stop, is how he ends his thought. Chimex Undubisi in Jabi says renaming the University of Maiduguri after Buhari is not the issue, but things must be done properly before and after renaming. Imagine our professors have become toothless only to fight for their allowances. Immortalizing our universities with names of politicians is a slap. Most of these people find it difficult to do anything that would improve the standard of education in Nigeria. Imagine children had to protest in Abuja while they were on strike. Let things be done the right way in the country, is how he ends his thoughts. We'll go on to the phone lines right now. The numbers to call 0700 951 0000, 08095974869 and 08099930137. Once you get through, you have 90 seconds. I'll have to let you go once it gets to that mark, so please keep to the time. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Welcome.
This is Charles speaking.
Go ahead, Charles.
Renamed after Buhari. The present administration, Tinubu and the Wike, good in renaming places for political whatever. They should tell us one project, major national asset project that Buhari started and finished, and name it after him. They can even rename Federal Republic of Tinubu, Federal Republic of Buhari. All of these things are inconsequential. It is the legacy, things he has done, not propaganda. We know, we live here, things we saw, he did, and a major project that he started and finished. That's the most important thing. One international body are not happy that the directive Mr. President gave over insecurity in Jos and Plateau. Irrespective of those directives, killing still continues. 2 days ago, it was 27. Some papers reported 30-something. Go and check since the war in Ukraine started.
All right.
The number of people they have killed, and check the number of people that have died in Nigeria that are not fighting war.
All right.
The country is sacrificing her citizens for politics.
All right.
Only God will judge them. Have a good day.
Have a good day as well. Renaming Unimade after the former president who recently passed. Is that too much? I know when the second Niger Bridge was to be, launched, and the president, was told about the renaming to Muhammadu Buhari Bridge. Reports had it that he was a bit hesitant in accepting for his name to be attached to that bridge or be called that. So would you say it's a little too much to have a university to be renamed after him in a bit to remember his life and times as a leader in Nigeria? Let's get to more of your reactions to the headlines this morning. Welcome.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning, Perfect Gentleman Itodo. How are you doing?
Very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing fine. My name is Abakar calling from Gwagwala. I agree, the last caller agreed. All the callers, esteemed listeners and contributors of Nigeria Info. When we were informed that the FED meeting will take place and they will pay tribute to the former President Muhammadu Buhari, our expectation was that we will be considered in fuel price reduction. Maybe there will be a kind of tribute to the late president. But naming an institution is not the thing. Buhari has created a name for himself before he went to the great beyond. And those people who are making recommendation to ADC, the U.S. opposition platform, they should stop. They should let them be. Congratulations to Atiku for defecting. Who among his political opponents would defer to a underdog party and be able to attract the heavyweights of Nigerian politics? So Atiku is a political phenomenon. If it is easy for anybody to defer to underdog party and attract this kind of heavy, let him try him, even among his political opponents who are tormenting him.
All right. Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome. Are you there?
Yes. Hello?
Go ahead, sir.
Yes, special
Don't mind.
Buhari yesterday was read by the SEC. You see, they praised a lot of praises were read on him yesterday. But one thing is sure, both what he did, good and bad, have been recorded in the mind of millions of Nigerians. And the political issue
of Nigeria have recorded its achievements and shortcomings. So nobody praises the Nigerian masses that are being slaughtered every day across the country. So God is watching. Let our leaders continue to deceive themselves. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Adela, for sharing your thoughts. 08099930137. That is the WhatsApp number. We're going through the headlines this morning and getting your reactions. We are also streaming live on YouTube and Facebook at Nigeria Info Abuja. You can go on to our X platform to also drop your comments at Nigeria Info ABJ. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning once again, Dikin Itodo.
Welcome.
I remember humble self of Bakar Ali, aka Tinubu Pekin. I'm calling from PW Kubwa.
Go ahead.
I want to thank Mr. President for immortalizing the late Buhari. I truly want to thank you, Mr. President, for showing that loyalty and appreciation is not only for the living and even for the dead. Mr. President, many like me who have been very annoyed with your government and some of your policies for this singular act you did to former President Buhari, we have decided to sheath our sword. You have renewed our commitment, you have renewed our loyalty, and we are going to pay you back in 2027 with more votes. Because in the glorious Quran, it is said, Al-Jazarul Ihsan illa al-Ihsan, which means there is no reward for good other than good. Thank you very much, Mr. President, for honoring the soul of our late Buhari, and we will pay you back in kind. Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you very much for renewing our commitment once again. Thank you very much. Thank you, Nigerian Info family, for the wonderful opportunity.
Have a great morning. Thank you. Welcome.
Oh, wow. Hello.
Good morning.
Mrs. Summers, I'm reporting live from Bari.
I'll
one day invite you to come. So our market will rename it after you.
Oh.
My name is Mrs. Summers again. I want to truly appreciate Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He really showed that he is a friend indeed to Baba Buhari. He went to the route with his family. I don't want to tell entire family, but the family that you know that is the family. The first son, the first lady himself. And he was in spirit. Let me leave it like that. Thank you very much. I want to align with Mala Abubakar Wabalada. I thought yesterday, because we know, some of us know that Buhari is a man of the people. He feels for the poor. I thought that yesterday there will be that pronouncement, but it is what it is. Now, on the issue of the coming together of people to form ADC, you think those men are baby politicians? They are not. Before they secured venue for their primaries, go and ask insiders how far. Because they don't want, the resistance was but you know, a Maradona will always be a Maradona. They use different means and they make sure they secure the venue. So if we think they are baby politicians, we are joking. And people coming out to tell us that if you give ticket to Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, that's when a Southern candidate will win. It's their strategy. Before now, they will come out and tell us that your vote will not count so that people will not vote. Nigerians, don't clear. They are ready to go register and get PVCs to vote. Later, they came out to say, if the strategy is just to remove Bola Ahmed Tinubu from government, they are fighting for their pocket. We are telling them that, yes, if you do not remove them, how do you bring out your politics? So anywhere they come, people are seeing Koro. Forward Nigeria, backward never. Thank you, my dear.
Thank you very much for sharing your thoughts. Go on to X right now. Let's get some of those reactions from you on the platform at Nigeria Info ABJ. Ensure that you follow. In case you have an account, it's very easy, it's straightforward. Just go on to x.com, fill in your details. You have an account, you follow, we follow, and you can, easily get your reactions right here to any conversation that we are having. Let's take some of your voice notes. That's a handful already, so we'll try to take as many as possible. The shorter you keep it, the better it is, for us. Let's get straight to this one. Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, sir Itodo. My name is Abila. Sending in this voice note from Central area. Autumn, why the G5 betrayed Atiku. Atiku has left the PDP for them. So they should, bring one of the G5 governors that betrayed him to flag off the flag of PDP. And for Otom doesn't have any political, pedigree again, because he was a governor that empowered people with wheelbarrow. Your own people, empowering them with wheelbarrow. So you can see how these our politicians are. Very wicked people that would want people to be coming to them for help at all times. You are empowering people with wheelbarrow, and you are talking to somebody that has empowered a lot of people. Atiku has a university that employed series of, Adamawa indigents, has a bottling company, a water factory there, has a television and radio station that employed a lot of people from Adamawa State. And you are empowering the people with wheelbarrow, and you're talking to somebody that's done great thing for his people. That is my take this morning.
All right, Abila, thank you for sharing your thoughts. But what you should know is that when this happened in 2017, the governor ordered that a query should be issued to the executive secretary of the Benue State Emergency Management Agency, Mr. Boniface Otese, over the trending picture of wheelbarrows on social media. And the statement issued by the chief press secretary to the governor at the time, Teve Akase, said the governor had directed the secretary to the government to issue a query to Otese to explain the inscription on the cart, and he denied the pictures of the wheelbarrows bearing his name, which had gone viral on social media, which suggested that he was empowering youths of the state with wheelbarrows. And he stated that his consent was not sought, and he did not give any approval for anyone to inscribe his name on the said wheelbarrows, and also directed the agency to immediately remove the inscription from all the wheelbarrows. So I thought I'll just put that out there so you can get, facts as to what exactly played out when this, trended in 2017. Let's get on to more voice notes. Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, Dikin Itodo. This is Chukwu listening from Southeast Abia State. One headline says Obi should stop threatening the coalition, and the other ones Kachuku asked the article to forget about the presidential ambition. For that two headline, I want to combine two of them together. I know by the idea of that two headline, because people that made that comment, maybe they are the agent of APC. Anything that will make Article and Obi go in a separate way to contest election without coming together in between two of them, APC will still have their way. I'm telling you honestly. Obi cannot do this alone without the support of Article. Why Article cannot do this alone without the support of Obi? I earlier said this in that Obi should obey and do vice president for Article. Unless if Article decided on his own to drop and support a Bushulu, that's where the election will go very easy for them. If not that, we will still remain in APC hand. As I'm talking now, I'm very, very in support of two of them, for them to come together to remove this APC for power. That's my own concern. Well done, my brother.
All right, thank you for sharing your thoughts. Good morning, welcome. Good morning.
I'm going to follow some listeners of this station. My name is Michael.
Go ahead.
For me, it is after listening to the municipal review and people's reaction, I said, well, it is with this feeling that I'm calling you now, because if we are celebrating because somebody was immortalized by university, I don't know how to even start it, honestly speaking. You know why?
Why is that?
I was telling Kim that the reason why I like listening to Nigerian folks, the sequence of your programming and the conversation, the topics you bring. Just yesterday, we were talking about 210 trillion naira unaccounted for, and the period that they were investigating by the Senate Committee on Public Accounts, 2017 to 2023. Now, Buhari era, and he was the Minister of Petroleum this period. 210 trillion naira unaccounted for. And they're trying to drag the new NPC. I said, look, he wasn't the president at that time. And even if he was the president at that time, was anything happen in the NPC without the consent and knowledge of the Minister of Petroleum, who doubles as the commander-in-chief? So a commander-in-chief under which 210 trillion naira and he doubles as the Minister of Petroleum cannot be accounted for as we speak. Some people are saying, oh, because the name invests after him or whatever, and that's what I can't understand.
All right.
Yeah. So in conclusion, anytime we talk about anybody who have had the opportunity or privilege of living in Nigeria, want to single one and say, you do very well. Honestly speaking, all of them put together, they've done some good things, they've done some bad things collectively, and where we are today, they collectively put us here.
All right.
And so, if for any reason that Majority was representing any one of them for where we are now, I don't know how we think. Good morning.
Thank you. Good morning. Welcome.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
What's my name?
Welcome, Okwi. Go ahead.
Good morning to all listeners. Good morning to all Nigerians. Mr. Tinubu made just the University of Medical to immortalize the Buhari. Well, I don't know whether the indigenous they will accept it or not. I don't know. But we are listening. We are set our eyes to see what is happening. Another thing is the commission. Yes. It's only unity can kick out APC and the Tinubu out of Asolok in 2027. Anything outside the unity can work. If the whole opposition can come together and I can work for them free of charge. No, don't even pay me. I will do that to make sure that I kick APC out.
All right.
But if they are going to separate, it can work.
All right.
Thank you. Have a nice celebration.
Have a good one as well. Thank you. Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning to the King Itodo Abba, the Agaba Edo one and only. My name is Salasi, sending this voice note from Garki. They have renamed unit mate Maiduguri University of Abuja in memory of our late former president. I expect the special fake ministry to declare war on insecurity. Yesterday, we made to understand that about how many people killed in real local government. That is Plateau. That is what I expect to hear from the government, that as from now onward, in memory of former president, killings, banditry, Boko Haram, they should declare war, that they don't want to hear anything about this insecurity.
Good morning, Itodo. My name is Emeka. My concern this morning is about the economy and the insecurity. Because there's this in there, right? I don't want to go into it, the man, Buhari, legacies, and I don't want to go into that, but I just want to use this opportunity to tell our leaders, you have to create a name for yourself, a legacy that will last the test of time. Put those things now that we know that it is not, palatable for Nigerians, especially the economy. People are.
Good morning, Mr. Itodo. My name is Ochman. Please, I want to talk about this, the issue of renaming the Unimed to Buhari. I think it's a nice one. It's a nice one. It's a very good one. But let me just tell you something, Mr. Itodo. All these things that Tinubu is doing, he's doing them simply because he knows that majority of the Northerners are now against him. In fact, they don't want to re-elect him. So everything Mali possible to do just to appease them. But I'm telling you what he's doing.
Good morning, Dikin. Tinubu named University of Maiduguri after the late ex-president Muhammadu Buhari. I could remember vividly when Goodluck Jonathan, the then president, named University of Lagos Moshood Abiola University. They've kicked against it.
This is Morning Crossfire.
We need to wrap things up in a bit. Let's run through some of your messages right here. Moses Maje says renaming Unimate after the late president is a sign of respect and recognition, no doubt about that. But to what extent does that impact or contribute to the average citizen? If truly the president wants to immortalize the former president, he should direct the reduction in the price of fuel with immediate effect. And Nemekan Karmo says Nigerians have been reduced to the level of being convinced to vote for a candidate for paying tribute to somebody who has passed. At this point, I doubt if Nigeria will ever get it right, because if well-educated people think, I imagine what those who are not informed will be thinking. As G5 betrayed Alhaji Atiku, I want to tell Baba Atiku that Nigerians will not betray him, and posterity shall be kind to him if he can do this last favor and huge sacrifice by sacrificing his lifetime ambition of becoming president of Nigeria and supporting another younger and more preferred candidate the coalition will present. That's the only way to collect the cup back. God bless Nigeria is what Daddy Shunammite shares as his thoughts. And okay. Elder Bosu in Yaya says, Obi and Atiku and their supporters need to know that none of them can win Tinubu on individual contest. Also to know that zoning is party's arrangement. What does the South and North gain from candidates from there? So far is the question that he ends his message with. At 7 o'clock, it'll be time for the lead, and afterwards, get into more conversation. To stay tuned.
More news and information coming up. We'll be back in a moment.